Do this, or you're wrong. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Michael from the IELTS Grind, and today we are going to be working on Task 1, Change Over Time, sentence frames. These are sentences that are correct that you can change for your own essays. Now, the great thing about Task 1 is that the sentence frames are always going to be the same for the details. If you learn these sets of sentences, you can use them for every Task 1 line chart. Okay? This is a lot nicer than Task 2, where you have to express yourself with sentences, with your own words, basically. Learn these sentence frames. If you are not using these sentence frames, your sentences are probably wrong. That being said, these are the basic ones. In a later video, we will be doing higher level ones to show you. So, the way that this is going to work is I'm going to show you a graph right here. I want you to pause the video, write down 2 sentences that describe some part of this graph. It's not an overview, it's not an intro, you are just writing the detail. You are describing one section of the graph. Then unpause, and I will give you my own examples. Next, I will change the information around the graph. I won't be changing the line itself, just the information around it. And I want you to practice saying or writing using the same sentence frame. Okay? Good luck, guys. Here is our first one. It is the number of happy students in Teacher Michael's class. Along the bottom, we can see the lessons. Lesson 1, Lesson 2, Lesson 3, Lesson 4. And then along this axis, we can see the number of students. And again, the title is Number of Happy Students. Now please pause and write your own sentence. And unpause. So, here are my examples. Let's see how you did. There were 5 happy students on Lesson 1. The number of happy students remained the same until Lesson 5. The number of happy students peaked at 10 students on Lesson 8. So, how did you do? Did you write any of these sentences? Remember, you're writing details. That means that there are numbers inside. My second example was not great because there was no number. We would say the number of happy students remained at 3 until Lesson 5. Okay? Now, 2 things. First of all, you need to make sure you're saying the right subject, the number of happy students. You always need to say the number of something. Okay? Or you have to say the actual number of students, 7 students, 7 happy students. This is very important. In a later video, we will talk about referencing, but referencing is when you take these sentences and make it shorter by using referential words, like it or they. You still need to use this structure. So, same graph, but we're changing the axis and the topic. The topic is now number of tourists in Taipei. And at the bottom, we have day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And along the top, we have thousands. Okay, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Pause and write your own sentences. And unpause. Okay. Did you say there were 5,000 tourists in Taipei on day 1? Did you say the number of tourists in Taipei remained the same until Lesson 8? Did you say there was a peak of 7,000 tourists on day 3? Did you say the number of tourists to Taipei peaked at 8,000 tourists? Remember, these are the sentence frames. You can see that we've changed them, we've changed the content, but the structure of the sentence is the same. These are the sentences you need to use. All right, let's look at a more difficult one. Whoosh. So this new one is the population of America. And remember, the population means the number of people in America. Okay? What happened? Something terrible. So along the left side, we can see hundreds of millions of people. And along the bottom, we can see the months. So pause and try to write your sentences. And unpause. So here's the first one. The number of people in America increased from 300 million to 350 million between June and August. Now we can change the sentence frame a little bit. We can say the population of America increased from 300 million to 500 million people between June and August. Finally, we can also change the numbers. So we say from and to say the starting point and the ending point. But we also use the word by to say how much the change was. So the number of people in America increased by 50 million people to 350 million people between June and August. All right, so that was the easy part. We can also say the population of America reached a peak in August before collapsing. The population of America reached a peak of 350 million people before collapsing. Next, we can say there was an increase of 50 million people in America. There was an increase in the number of people in America. Now, one of these is a general statement. One of these is a detail. Which one is which? That's right. If you say the one with a number, that is the detail. The one without a number is a general statement. Okay? Now, this one was really similar to another example. Yes. This one has the noun. There was increase. There was an increase. Increase is a noun here. In the first example for this graph, we used it as a verb. The number of people in America increased. Increased is a verb. Yes, a lot of the time you can use the noun or the verb. We have another video that are just saying some vocabulary that you can use. Feel free to check that out down below, but remember you still need to be using this structure. Final example sentence. The number of people in America decreased to 0 with mild fluctuations. The number of people in America decreased to 0 with mild fluctuations. You see this jagged bit? That is a fluctuation. Please be careful. Fluctuation is not direction. Fluctuation is not direction. Increase and decrease is describing direction. Fluctuation is describing the manner. Okay? So you can fluctuate, and you can fluctuate. But that is, those three ones, you don't know the direction if you don't say it. Increased with mild fluctuations, decreased with fluctuations, remained the same with mild fluctuations. Next up, poof. Numbers of subscribers is the content. Okay? And along the bottom we have 2010 to 2020. And then along the side we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up to maybe 20. It's very low. Subscribe, please. Please subscribe and like. Okay? Please pause and write your sentences. And unpause. Are you ready? Over the given period, subscribers to Teacher Michael's channel increased slightly from 1 to 10. Okay. You could also say the number of subscribers to Teacher Michael's channel increased slightly from 1 to 10. Just like in the previous examples, we can say, instead of number of people, we can say population, if we're talking about the population of a country. Here, we can say number of subscribers or subscribers. We can do the same thing with sales and number of sales. Okay? So, there was a 500 subscriber increase to Teacher Michael's channel. Oh, sorry, to Teacher Philip's channel. Teacher Philip is a much better YouTuber. You could also say there was an increase of 500 subscribers to Teacher Philip's channel. Finally, you could say there was an increase of 500 subscribers to Teacher Philip's channel with one small dip in 2015. Do you see the dip? Okay. The number of subscribers to Philip's channel dipped in 2015. The number of subscribers to Philip's channel dipped in 2015. How did you do? Okay. We have one more example. This is for sales. Okay? And so in the previous ones, we were just showing details of describing certain parts of the graph. Now, we are going to be contrasting information. So, poof, we have sales of Netflix, and we have sales of cruise ship tickets. Oh, man. So, pause, and good luck. Now, here's the first one. While sales of Netflix rose significantly, cruise ship sales dropped steadily. Is this a general statement or a detail? That's right, this is a general statement. This could even be your overview, okay? But we're practicing details. Netflix and cruise ship sales experienced an inverted relationship. This is saying the same thing, except higher level vocabulary. You could also say experienced opposite trends or experienced inverted trends. Again, is this a detail or a general statement? That's right, general statement. Let's finally look at a high-level sentence for a detail. The number of cruise ship tickets sold dropped from 100 million to 10 million over the given period. Okay. That also means, this is using a relative clause, high-level grammar, the number of cruise ship tickets that were sold dropped from 100 million to 10 million over the given period. This is a detail because there are numbers. So guys, these were some example sentence frames. If you go to our website, you can look at some more graphs where you can try your own sentences and then look at more of our examples. Thank you for joining us today. I'm sorry it wasn't so fun, but task 1 just isn't fun. Remember, learn these sentence frames. These are the correct ways to say it. Also remember, you always, with numbers like this, it's always the number of something. That is what you're counting. The number of increased. The number of decreased. The number of remained the same. If you like this video, please leave a comment down below and let us know if you want to see more videos like this where we see example sentence frames. You guys have a chance to make your own and we can make some that are a bit higher level. Until next time, peace.